That is the sound of the Jar of Names. Ah, I've broken it again. Right. There is only one name in the Jar of Names, and that is Dragonlord 55511. Right. Let's start this podcast. Where's my list? Here it is. Cool. Go. Right. So then, this is a Cup of Tea the podcast. This is the Cup of Tea down here. And this is the podcast. Right, if you want to go down to the comments, there should be a skip list. You can skip to this week's update, this week's topic, this week's TV time, this week's question, this week's goals. Let's start with the update. I'm bloody ill. If you can't tell, I'm really, really ill. Which is a shame, but I don't really let it affect me because I just carry on anyway. Might as well. Not much else you can do, really, is there? Right, what else in an update? We are unfortunately behind on stuff. Well, I say we, I mean me. I always say that. I'm behind on stuff. Because I'm just stupid. I can't get stuff done. I don't know why. But I've started making some podcasts though. A podcast? No, this is a podcast. Playlists. I've started making some playlists. So quite a few of them have been made already. Not many though, but I'm getting there. But it's just slowly. I'm adding some stuff in. What else? I'm actually back at college now as well, which for some strange reason actually seems to be helping me get stuff done. Like I'm doing a lot more than what I was in a holiday. I don't know how it works like that, but it does, so I'm just going to go with it. But yeah, that's the update. Not much. Just trying to get through as quick as I can, I think, today, just because I'm ill. There we go. It's gone to what's next. Where's next, actually? So I've got some music playing in the background while I'm listening to some songs, just so I can find what I was looking for. It was not that one. Topic now, that's the one. Right, let's go on to this week's names, shall we then? So, got a podcast right now, that's what you're listening to, and after this you'll get Assassin's Creed Forts, Factories and Ships. Then you'll have a Dishonored video called Brewing Boss. One after that called Assassin's Creed 3 Land Lobsters. Then after that we'll have a Dishonored called Courtyard is Secure. Then we'll have a Assassin's Creed called Goodnight Vidic. And then we'll have two Assassin's Creed pointing videos, one called Black Creek Pointing, the other called Concord Pointing. Very nearly finished Assassin's Creed. I'm going to say about a month or two left and we'll be done. Pointing stopped in next week, I think it is. Not sure which, but not very long left on those. So I better get sorted out on the next one. Yeah, but that's that. Let's go on to... What's after that? TV time, that's the one. Not really wanted much to talk about TV time. I haven't been watching much. Basically been working, but I can't remember exactly what I've done. It's really weird. But anyway, I want to load up my BBC iPlayer downloader and see what's on there. So I've got Sherlock I need to watch. That's what I'm going to talk about soon because that's supposed to be quite well. I like the BBC Sherlock. If you've ever seen it, it's really good. I've also got one to see Thailand's Earth's Tropical Paradise. That looks really good. It's one of those naturey things. Really want to see that. And there's another thing downloaded as well called Peter Pan Goes Wrong. It's a pantomime thing, which I didn't watch at Christmas time, but that's on there. So I'll watch them when I can. But right now, I'm doing some work. Actually, in relation to those videos I need to upload, I've actually edited most of those. There's only one I need to do, which I'm going to do after I've done this, and then I can just basically upload them. So, yeah, we'll get that later, but yeah, we'll talk about that in goals. But before we do that, it's time to go on to the community section. So, the community section, where am I going? Actually, I'm turning my page over, aren't I? I am, yeah, the community section. So, let's go on to Mention Monday as the first one. So, these are the people that commented on last week's videos. Should we go through their names? We have Dr. Dragon, Horia, Dragonlord 55511, Overlord Master, Spudley Dudley, Animal Life, Small Snake G, and Max Ravage. So yeah, thank you for commenting on the video since the last podcast. Unfortunately, this podcast is late, which I apologise for yet again. But sadly, hopefully we'll get back on track soon. Okay, Q&A next then, big Q&A. So Dragonlord, Dr. Dragon, says, will you ever play a playthrough of Overlord Dark Legend if you have a Wii? I've actually changed this because this was saying, will I do a playthrough of Overlord and Overlord 2? I have actually done that. I've made playlists for them now, so you can find them. But yes, I will do Dark Legend eventually. I'm not sure when, but it will happen. I've got it and I can do it. It's just a matter of time at the moment. Dragonlord 55511 says, hello Sir JT262, I have a question and a riddle for you. Question, are you planning to play Destiny or Shadowblade this following year? Destiny, nope. Shadowblade, never even heard of it, so probably not. The riddle is, I am a small room, but no one lives inside. No matter what weather looms. Very cold my residence reside. What am I? Hint, it is in the applicant that you put perishable food inside and was formerly called the icebox. I'm a little bit concerned about that, actually. What is that one? Formerly called the Icebox. A room. I'm a small room, but no one lives inside me. Freezer room, perhaps? No matter what rooms are very cold, my residents reside. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's like a industrial freezer, which is like a room. Horia says, name that movie. A science major spends his time jumping down from the tops of buildings. I feel like this is a superhero thing, but I can't think who's a science major. The only one I can possibly think of is perhaps Cyborg, but I can't remember. I can't think anyone's, because I know Spider-Man does that, but he's not a science major, is he? I can't pick up the bloody thing that I've dropped on the floor. He's not a science major. He is something else. Overlord Master says, do you play Pokemon Go? I do sort of play Pokemon Go. My only problem with Pokemon Go is I forget to play it, because I forget to just load it up and stuff, which is obviously a pain. But I do play it. I did have some updatey things of it on my Twitter page where I used to post like Pokemon I've got within the week or so. But obviously I can't really do that anymore because I don't really play it that often. And at the moment I'm actually playing the hacked version because I think it's such a better game when it's hacked. It's so much easier and stuff, but yeah, that's that. Next question. Like I said, loads of questions. Horia again. No, Spugly Dudley says, name that movie. Spugly Dudley, what are you doing? It says, young teens go to school but don't come out alive. I feel like that film has that is like loads and loads of different things. I feel like I have seen that film, but I can't remember what it is. It's a bit like a teens horror thing, but it's about aliens as well at the same time. I can't think what it's called though, but it does sound familiar. I must admit, I can picture it in my head. Like, there's one scene where she's the alien and she's in a pool with someone, and I think she eats him or something like that. I can't remember what it's called though. And we have another one from Horia who says, name that movie. A robot turns on its creators and causes the destruction of their species with the help of a gun-wielding maniac. I would say that's the Terminator, because it's like Skynet, but no, I'm gonna say that because I feel like it might be that. Anyway, subscribers next. So this week we've gone down to, we were at 1,257, we're now 1,255, that's down 2, and we have no new names. How sad, but that's not a problem. These things happen. And question. So, last week's question was, what do you know about Egyptian mythology, or no, the beginning of the Egyptian creation myth? Overlord Master says he does not know anything about the Egyptians, so that means that'll be quite useful for me to learn about. That's interesting. But this week's question is actually not really a question, it's more of like a requirement, I guess. In the New Year's Eve video, or the New Year video, on my Cup of Adventure channel, basically there was some hints in there. There was 4 hints. The hint was 2017, and there was 4 hints hidden within that video. Basically, I'm not going to be doing this week's comment until someone finds, or at least finds the subject matter of each clue. Like I said, there's 4 clues hidden within it. One of them has 2 different videos in that one clue, but the hint is 2017. So all I'm going to say, 4 clues, 4 numbers. Try and work it out. You don't have to tell me what the hint is actually for, but you can tell me what the subject matter is about. So, for example, hold on, let me think of something really funny. Let me think. I was going to say, like, I'm going to be playing Dark Cloud soon, because that used to be like my go-to, like, April Fool joke, but now I've done that, I can't really do that anymore. What should I do now? Oh, he's going to be playing Skyrim. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, you won't be able to tell that it's... No, that's a bad example. That's a really bad example, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean. That sort of thing. Try and guess what the subject matter is. It's about Cup of Adventure and about games as well at the same time. So yeah, no this week's comment until that person gets it. So, get on it. Speaking of which, it's time for this week's question. This week's comment. It's this week's comment because no one has solved that riddle yet. Anyway, goals. Oh dear, goals. Ugh, goals. Am I right, goals? Oh dear. Right. Basically, failed because I didn't upload the podcast when I said I was going to do it, which is a shame. So this week's goal is to just do it. Just get it done and just do it. I'm not going to say anything because I can't make any promises, but I'm going to get it done. That's what I'm saying. I need to. I desperately need to. Anyway, outro now then. So I don't know how quick this video was or whatever, but yeah, that's it. Let's finish this cup of tea. Hopefully I'll get better soon. Obviously, might be a few Let's Play videos when I'm a bit ill, but meh. I think it adds more fun to it. That's that finished then. Right. So last week's What the Film, it was Back to the Future Part 2, because it's Marty, we're going Back to the Future. That was that. So yeah, I would say until the next time we meet, farewell, and I'll leave you with What Film? I am one with the Force is with me, I am one with the Force is with me, I am one with the Force is with me, I am one with the Force is with me, I am one with the Force is with me.